How's it going, folks? It is Matt back with another crypto video, and there's been some interesting news as of late surrounding Bitcoin, so that's what I'm going to cover today. Bitcoin being the market leader, I guess you could say good news for Bitcoin is good news for the rest of the market. And you're looking at this image here that says proof of keys is gaining in popularity, and we're going to cover that toward the end of the video. If you haven't heard of it, I love the idea, and I will definitely be participating in this. But a quick look at the first article I have. Maybe you've heard this as well. New U.S. Chief of Staff, Bitcoin is good as it is not manipulable by any government. And I won't cover this whole article in depth, but according to the Washington Post columnist Matt O'Brien, Mulvaney has been vocal about his support for Bitcoin, and in a speech covered by Mother Jones, praised the decentralized nature of Bitcoin as a consensus currency. In 2016, Mulvaney reportedly said that the Federal Reserve has effectively devalued the dollar and emphasized that the exercise of such control is not possible with a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin that is not manipulable by any government. And really, that is the next line here says, is it good for Bitcoin? You know, absolutely. You have the chief of staff to the president of the United States saying that Bitcoin, or really just the underlying ideology behind cryptocurrency, the fact that it cannot be manipulated is good, especially because we're seeing all the adverse effects of the Federal Reserve devaluing the dollar by just simply printing more money. And that does not solve the problem by printing money. It just makes the problem worse. Taking a look at the world debt clock, the United States is creeping in on $22 trillion in debt. And really that comes down to our whole currency being mismanaged by the Federal Reserve and the printing of money at will. And really, cryptocurrency can end that because there's a set amount. There's a finite amount. There will never be more of it. So organizations like the Federal Reserve or individuals can't simply just create more when they need to or when they feel necessary. There's a set amount, and it will stay at that amount, and it can't be devalued by powers that be, such as the Federal Reserve. Which brings me to this next point as a way to kind of show support for cryptocurrency. I came across it last night. I hadn't heard of it, but I saw a tweet by Josiah Spackman, and it is the January 3rd proof of keys. And I've clicked on the article, and I'll read it to you. I think it's a great idea, and this support is growing for the Bitcoin proof of keys coming on January 3rd, which this is a campaign to see Bitcoin withdrawn from all third-party wallets to private wallets on January 3rd. Over the past week, hundreds of Twitter accounts, including those operated by prominent figures such as Nick Szabo, have appended the January 3rd with the little key emoji to their Twitter handle to show support for the operation, timed to coincide with Bitcoin's 10th anniversary. Last week, News.Bitcoin.com reported on Trace Meyer's campaign to celebrate the Genesis Block Day, which falls on January 3rd, by withdrawing cryptocurrency to non-custodial wallets. Basically, not your keys, not your Bitcoin is the mantra he invoked. I want to start a new cultural tradition where we declare and redeclare our monetary sovereignty on every January 3rd as a celebration of the Genesis block. The vast majority of cryptocurrency holders are aware that they do not truly own their coins once, or they only truly own their coins once they are stored in a private wallet. And due to laziness or a desire to have funds easily accessible for trading at a moment's notice, many people store their coins in a third-party service such as exchanges. It violates one of the basic tenets of Bitcoin, being a currency that you and only you control. Yeah, I mean, can you imagine what would happen if every citizen in the United States decided to withdraw all of their US dollars from a bank account on the same day? You know, something tells me that would not work out. So I would definitely like to see as many people as possible withdraw all of their Bitcoin and really all of their cryptocurrency from third-party wallets and store them in a private wallet on January 3rd. And it really does show that you are the owner of your cryptocurrency. You're the owner of your money. No bank is controlling it. No Federal Reserve is manipulating it. It's true currency that you own, and you are your own bank. So I fully support this idea. I think it's a great idea. Mayer's Genesis Block Day is in many respects a return to Bitcoin's roots, when the only wallet available was the non-custodial Bitcoin QT client, and there were no exchanges to rely upon for coin custody. It is one of Bitcoin's many ironies that as the cryptocurrency has grown in value, so has the proportion of people entrusting their coins to third-party services. Numerous figures within the Bitcoin community have now added this January 3rd to their Twitter handle to show their support for the grassroots movement. They include Max Kaiser, Catlin Long, I won't say his name because I probably won't pronounce it right, is shaping up to be a very busy day for Bitcoin supporters, with the 10th anniversary set to grab most of the headlines. Once the day has passed, the mainstream media has expended its supply on thought pieces of what has Bitcoin achieved in the last 10 years, the attention can turn to the Proof of Keys initiative. It is a scheme whose success can be measured, crudely at least, through a number of on-chain transactions recorded that day. A major upswell in the Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash transactions can be taken as evidence that the Genesis Block Day campaign has resonated with the community, regardless of how many takers the inaugural event persuades. Proof of Keys looks set to become a staple of the Bitcoin's unofficial calendar for years to come, and in doing so, return ownership of more money to the people. So again, I think I'm going to add this to my Twitter handle, and I'm definitely going to participate in this, as I think it's a great idea to kind of show the world, show the powers that be, such as the Federal Reserve, that we are in control of our currency. You can't print more and devalue it. This is ours, we own it, and I have complete ownership and control of it. So that's, again, I just think it's a fantastic idea. I don't really have much more topics to cover today surrounding Bitcoin. I just wanted to share this January 3rd thing going forward, as well as the new U.S. Chief of Staff being in support of cryptocurrency. I know he said Bitcoin, but I think he just used that term because it's the currency that most people in the world have heard of, as in terms of cryptocurrency anyway. A lot of people, Bitcoin's the only currency they've ever heard of. So that will wrap up today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to get notifications, like it, share it, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys later.